Look who's come to give you a hug. Okay, Simeon, we better get you in your seat, fella, because you've got a massive match to continue very, very soon. Thank you, ladies and gents. Please, can we make sure the mobile phones are at least switched to silent? Not long to go. This is going to be a brilliant, brilliant afternoon. Thank you for turning out in such great numbers. Quick round of applause, our Eurosport commentators, Yorkshire's very own world champion Joe Johnson and Dave Hendon, ladies and gents. And back in the box, an absolute hero, Simeon is the 2010 world champion. Loving being here as a commentator, Neil Robertson. Okay, ladies and gents, please welcome your referee for this afternoon. Very much enjoying this match, as we all are. The one and only Marcel Eckhart. Wonderful afternoon, ladies and gents. We are live very, very soon. outstanding performers in the quarterfinals. And there's more to this match than just making the final, because the winner is guaranteed to finish this season in the world's top 16. Brilliant drama guaranteed on day 14 at the one and only Kazoo World Snooker Championship. Revelation over the last 2 years here. A great recovery from 3-0 down yesterday proves what an unflappable force he is in Sheffield. His victory over Trump must surely rank as one of the all-time great quarter-final upsets. Always calm, always composed, he's the giant killing machine, Jack Jones. Return to form for this brilliant break builder. After a very frustrating season, he's finishing with a flourish in Sheffield. He stood tall against Ronnie in the quarters and will believe he can rise again for title number 2. Give it up for the pride of Essex, Stuart Bingham.
Thank you, it's Frank.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Break.
Big session this. One session this afternoon, and then the final 2 sessions in this match to be played tomorrow. So you could really say that this has been a big day. Great to be joined for the first time in the commentary box by the 2010 champion of the world, Neil Robinson. So I'll make you feel at home, Neil, and say good night.
Yeah, thank you very much, John. Covered this one last night in the studio, and yeah, Stuart's missed a big chance to go 4-0, like we said before going out there. And there was one stage, John, where it looked like Stuart was going to be pretty happy with 4-all, because Jack was coming back at him strong, and Stuart was definitely falling away. And yeah, so I think 4-all was a pretty fair outcome in the end.
Yeah, I just felt that what I got from that first session was that Jack Jones looked all at sea. He was given that lifeline, as I say, and I was very impressed with him. You know, you wonder how people are going to take to the one table situation here, because once he got those first frames on the
he's done that.
Not really playing that shot. Left his leg. So the ball line. Stuart a chance now to gain the upper hand with his safety back in.
Yeah, he played that really well. Used the blue to come on the left side of the pack for, which would be the easier escape. And now I'm not too sure if Jack can catch one of the edges of the two reds that's furthest out on the right hand side of the pack. There may be a gap just to clip off one on the right hand side of the pack, come through. Looks like he's playing one of the outside reds, so it's obviously there. But he's left a red over the hole here, needs to cover with the brown. No. So first chance is Stuart, yeah. See if he can get out for the blue because the black's covered by the red.
Just showing you which lead can turn. Jerry on the advantage. Safety exchange. Stuart with the first chance.
One.
Trying to get round the back of the black. I can understand why that was difficult to find that gap. It's very forward, just off straight. You play with top spin, it sort of checks off the top cushion, so it would have been difficult to get back up for the blue.
Yeah, that's right. That's why he opted to try and land on the black. If he felt he could have got comfortably on the blue further up the table, then I'm sure he would have played that. And yeah, like you say, when the red's that close to the top end, and especially on a new cloth as well for the semi-finals, there's a lot more grip from the cushions and much harder to get that kind of like that bounce that you need to get further up the table.
Stuart's face when he sat down. He got first chance. And only get the 1 point. And we'll get the next one. Possible alternative for Stuart. Two reds together, both available into one corner. You think the one on the right is the preferred choice. Well, not the best kiss. Only because the black has gone close to the green. It's hard to see how you can pop the green and get back in amongst the reds. The blue's very thin. Don't think you can get through to the brown. He could play the green and play a screw shot and in effect screw back off the black. You don't have too much idea where the cue ball's going to finish. Could say a little unlucky. Well, we'd be happy with that, and not only that, he's got the black into a possible position.
Played that really well. It was very important to land right side of the black there, so you just stunned down for this open red. that's what I was alluding to earlier before the session started, that Stuart should take every opportunity to get the pack open as early as possible. And that's a really good sign for me, because he could have just floated the black in and come down for the loose red, but he decided that the angle was good enough on the black to try and get the reds open as early as possible. I felt yesterday in terms of his break building, he was just a little bit cautious, trying to be a little too perfect with the cue ball and try and pick the reds off, where Stuart's game is definitely to get the balls open, because once the balls are open, there's not many better in the world at compiling really big breaks, as we saw against Ronnie O'Sullivan and in previous years here as well. Especially when you're playing someone like Jack Jones, who is someone who's a bit more on the safety side of things in terms of his play style. So even if Stuart were to break down and all the reds are in the open, at least he can play a telling safety, which puts Jack's safety under pressure. I often find when you're playing those types of plays that it's important to really play the game on your terms. You want the frames to be over quickly. It's much more painful, I'm sure, for Stuart's point of view, losing some of those frames yesterday, John, where both players had a couple of chances, the balls went scrappy, 35-minute frames. That's not Stuart's game at all. He just wants to get a nice flow in the game and kill the frames off in one visit, which is certainly what he's going to be trying to do here.
Yeah, you've got to play to your own strengths. And I did say at the start of this match it was going to be a completely different game to the one he had with Ronnie, because Ronnie plays a very similar style. It's worked out nicely. When I say worked out nicely, it'd be even better if he could roll this red in play for the black, but he's brought all the reds he needs now into play. I'm surprised if he doesn't make this a frame-winning visit now.
Yeah, and you made a really good point, because when you do play Ronnie O'Sullivan, you do know it's going to be an open game. But this is a completely different player that he's playing in Jack Jones, who's got a brilliant safety game, incredibly patient. So then it's up to Stuart to change the narrative to the point where he needs to be the one who needs to up the tempo and create the narrative of having an open scoring game. And that's something that could be quite hard to do when you play a previous match when both players are really comfortable in the heavy scoring department, nice open frames. And then if you've got one player who's far more tactical and trying to keep things tight, it's important to remember what your strengths are in the game that you're trying to play, and impose your dominance on the game and how you want it to be. But this is a perfect start from Stuart.